So, if there's something that you know is wrong in your life, your job, your living situation, maybe you're living with people that distract you from your goals. Maybe you're living in a city that is gray and boring and understimulating, Like, I lived in a gray, boring, cold, understimulating city. And when you've got that thrill seeking nature, I feel like being a human, it comes with this inherent sense of boredom and discomfort. And when your environment and your activities don't meet the excitement that you need, it ends up manifesting in bad habits like scrolling or drug addiction or alcohol or whatever. So I find that in order to cure like any kind of addiction, you've got to get out of your comfort zone and do some fun things because that's the alternative to having a bad addiction. You know what I mean? You could be addicted to scrolling on your phone, you could be addicted to social media. So, yeah, change it ASAP. Like, think about what you want your perfect day to look like. You wake up and you go for a walk and you got a little bit of time to yourself and whatever, and you gotta live your perfect day. Like, why aren't you living that day today? Like, think about the day that you're living today and like yesterday and the day that you're living on repeat. It's like, how does that differ from your perfect day? It's like you got to start living your perfect day because really the past and like the future are an illusion. So you can't constantly live your life thinking about the past and the future. You've got to like think about the present moment and just like things that you're doing because in the long run, like your life unfolds in the present moment. Your entire life is witnessed in the present moment, like right now. A really good book that emphasizes this is a book called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. So I've read that book, it's nice. But yeah, I mean, stop thinking about the future, stop thinking about the past, and just focus on what you're doing right now. So why are you waiting for one day? Why are you gonna, yeah, one day I'll be able to live by the beach. One day I'll be able to make it freaking happen. One day I'll leave that guy that's super annoying and suffocating and controlling. One day I'll reach my goals. One day I'll leave my freaking wife that does me wrong, that sort of thing. It's like one day, one day, one day. Well, you're gonna die waiting for one day. You know that? It's like you can just do it now. Like, do the hard thing now. You gotta do the hard thing now because it's harder to live every single day with like this slight poison, this misery, and it's just like you can't live your life. Like, it sucks really. Every day, all day, you're just miserable, like, and you are not fully yourself. It's like you have these emotions, your yourself, your true inner being has this voice and these emotions that are like, this job sucks, this is not for me, this relationship sucks, this is horrible, I'm not supposed to live in this city. Like, it's hard to really be your best self when you're not in the right environment. Like, you have to change that because I don't think I could have ever like improved some of the bad habits that I had I not actually like relocated myself, in my life and just what I'm doing. I had to change my environment. So, anyway, you got to do it now. Like, make it happen now. Like, I remember when I came to the realization and I was like, oh, well, this is not working for me. So, I guess I just have to do this. Once I came to that, it's like, okay, I made steps and then I started doing it. Like, there was no waiting, there was no pause. So, I urge you to do the same thing. There's a voice inside of you that's telling you what you need to do, and you know what you need to do. And by not following that, by quieting it down, oh, I gotta make my boss happy. I gotta make my boyfriend happy. I gotta make my wife happy. I gotta make my kids happy. It's like you're quieting yourself down. You're quieting yourself down so much. And you're not allowing yourself to exist. You know what I mean? Like, now that I'm actually making decisions that benefit me and I'm doing what I know I need to do to be happy, it's like I'm so sorry that you were not allowed to exist for all of this time. Like, I really suppressed everything that I wanted. If you have a wild fantasy, you want to travel somewhere, you want to have some stupid creative goal, some career goal, like, work on it because you're not getting another chance, another life. Once a moment passes, it's gone. So, just make it happen, because it sucks when you're like every day you've got these like dreams, right? And you see other people doing things and you feel that pang of envy in your chest, or jealousy. Sorry, I don't know which word. And it's, that heat. You're like, you see someone else doing something awesome and you're like, I wish I could be doing that. Well, do it. Like, go make it happen. Like, do something. Do something exciting. Do something stupid. Do something that makes you feel something. And if you keep suppressing that, like waiting and waiting and waiting, you're never gonna like exist. Like, it just sucks. So all that really matters is what you do now, like the present moment. Like, stop waiting for one day. Like, if you can do something like weird and a change needs to happen, like make the change happen now. Make it happen. Make the steps. Like, be strategic, but at the same time, like, don't wait forever. There's not going to be the perfect moment. You're going to have to move when you are uncomfortable, and it's going to like cause a lot of friction because you're going to have to let some people down. You're going to have to disappoint people, but you're doing what's best for yourself. So, at the end of the day, it's always worth it. So don't quiet your inner voice. Your inner voice is you. And if you don't listen to these little things, you really gotta like tune in. You gotta cancel the noise and you gotta tune into the little things that you're saying. You gotta do more of this. You gotta do less of this. This person's not good for you. This job's not good for you. You really resent this situation. It's like, you gotta listen to that, because if you don't, you're not truly allowing yourself to exist. And would you do that to like another person? Like, if someone you really loved, your daughter, your partner, if they felt a type of way, would you want, or your best friend, would you want them to suppress that and like ignore it and go completely against their intuition? No, right? So why would you do that for yourself? Like, you got to treat yourself like you're a separate person. Think about yourself as your best friend, your child, or someone that you really care about, because your wounded inner child is still inside of you, right? So how are you going to treat your child, and how are you going to talk to your child? It's like someone you really love, someone you really care about, and you're always going to want the best for them. And if they make a mistake, you're going to have compassion and want them to forgive themselves. You don't want them to be ashamed forever, right? So it's kind of the same thing with yourself. And it is easier said than done, but it's practice. Like, you got to practice. Don't just give up, and don't just accept. Some people accept, like, yeah, I can never change, or this situation can never change. I'm just always going to be a pushover. I'm just always going to run into toxic men. I'm just always going to be in a crap situation. It's like, if you just become aware and you implement the right steps, it's not that hard to get on the other side of things. If that's what you want, if that's what you think will be good for you, like, it's not hard. Just well, it is hard, I guess. I can understand why you'd like, feel comfortable wanting to stay where you're at. It's pretty easy, actually. Causes a lot of friction, but it's harder to stay there forever.